Well, good morning. And this is not a normal finish strong video setting for you. I'm not in my office. The lighting's probably not great. Hopefully the sound's okay. But I did want to bring you a message, even though I am in an unusual place. I am in Fort Worth, Texas. As many of you may know, my granddaughter, Anna Claire, was born with a heart condition. She's had open heart surgery, and we're back here to be with our kids. They're here for 5 months. She's going to go through another procedure this morning, and we wanted to be here with them. And she's doing, all things considered, what she's dealing with. She's doing great. Just keep praying for her and appreciate that. But I wanted to record this video. It's not live at 10:30 on Wednesday morning. It was recorded the day before. But I am in Fort Worth, and I do want to just give you a message because May has been such an amazing month. You know, tomorrow's going to be, or today, because you're getting this on May 21st, which is Wednesday. It's a rare occasion when we do our Finish Strong call, we've actually got more than a week. We've actually got 10 days left in the month of May. May has 31 days. So you've got 10 days left to make this month have impact and really count. And I know many of you have planted a lot of seeds. There's been the Reset 25 going on, and we'll talk about that in a minute. We've got our new superfoods. We've got a whole concept of sampling, which we're going to unfold and unpack for you in the month of June for the summer too. But there's a lot going on, and you've got 10 days to really gather up where you are. So what I want you to do is I want you to gather where you stand right now in terms of your goals for May. Now, I don't want you to feel left out if maybe you said, Kurt, I didn't do a good job at the beginning of the month. I didn't have my accountability, my coaching call. I didn't set goals. I didn't gather the smaller goals from my team members, and I'm behind the 8 ball. It's okay. You wouldn't believe in my 38 years in this business what people have done in short sprints. Sometimes, I don't know how you're wired. Some people are wired where they actually do better when they're in that sprint season. They're not good marathon runners. They just get distracted. The longevity of it and the just having to stick with it for so long, they get lost in their focus. But when you give them a sprint and they can be intense and they can just do it and get it done and give it all they got, they're just better. So some of you may be in that category, and that's okay. But whether you started and had the most amazing first 21 days of this month where you planned it out, you implemented the plan, and now you're assessing where you are to finish the plan, or whether you just want to get on this 10-day sprint and run with us to finish May strong. Either one, this is for you, okay? So what I want you to think about is if you had an exam, go back to your college days for a minute and pretend like you were a college student and you were living the life. Remember those days when you were in college. I mean, zero responsibility. I mean, some of us had jobs. Some of us, mom and dad, were paying all the bills, but you didn't have any. No one else was dependent on you. You had no kids, no spouse, no mortgage, none of those things. You just had to go to school and enjoy your friends and social life, maybe football games or whatever. Go back. I want you to get in that frame of reference for a minute when you were in those days where it was just college life, and it's great. Okay. Some of you have never, this is going to be interesting. Some of you have never left college life. You loved it so much. You've tried to be adults and tried to do the adult thing, but you're clinging to that college life, and you may need to let go of it a little bit. There are some of those out there, believe it or not, that are in their 40s and trying to still live their college life. But I want you to get in that frame of reference. You're in college. Life's great. It's who you're going to have pizza and fun with for the weekend. Who's the date? Who's the social? Who's going to the game with you? Who are you going to go play intramural sports with? I mean, take a nap, get up and do it again the next day. Just no care, not a care in the world. So I want you to get in that place. And then I want you to think about there's something that has to happen. You're going to school to get a degree, and you have to make good grades. Maybe you're on one of those scholarship programs where you have to maintain an A or a B to get your tuition reimbursed or a portion of it reimbursed, whatever. But all of a sudden it hits you, you have an exam on Friday. I don't know, but Thursday nights are the big social night in college nowadays, it seems. So you have an exam this Friday, and you're in a course where this one test is like 40% of your grade, let's pretend, okay? Because in college, you don't have a lot of tests. You might have two or three tests and then a final, and that's what your grades may consist of. So this is big. I mean, it's payday. So what do you do when that urgency hits you and you see it and there's a deadline? You can't postpone it and go have fun another night. It's going to happen on Friday whether you're ready or not. And I want you to look at it and say, May 31st, the end of this business month is going to happen whether you're ready or not. Okay? So get that in your head. And then go back to the college life. What would you do? Now, before you learned about health and being healthy, what these college kids do is it's Red Bull, Monster energy drinks. I mean, some of them, my son guilty too. Some of them even paying $10 or $15 for someone else's ADD medication, which is illegal. You shouldn't do that. But you wouldn't believe how common that is even in high school now, but certainly in college. One person's diagnosed with ADD, whether they should be or not, and medicated, that's a whole nother question. But they have the pills to help them focus and stay alert. And the college kids, they'll actually go buy these things during that season so that they can get through this crisis. But most of them, not all of them, some of them do that. Most of them are just Red Bull, energy drinks, coffee. Starbucks is happy with them, and they don't sleep for a few days, and they just skip that one Thursday night of social activity, and they do whatever they have to do to pass that test. Now, that doesn't seem like, once you become an adult, the easy way to do this. But in their mind, I got to enjoy and do whatever I wanted to do, and I crammed last minute and got it done. So I don't know if you want to do your Juice Plus business that way. I would highly discourage it. But I do know that you have 10 days. I'm not suggesting Red Bull, energy drinks, or buying someone else's ADD medication for sure. Luminate would be a good option. Getting enough sleep so that you can study well would be a good option. We all think about those things as adults now that we've learned the consequences of not doing those things over long periods of time. So you have that choice. So pretend May 31st at midnight Central Time, you have to finish your test. Your final exam has to be completed and turned in, or you fail. Are you willing to do what it takes to create the urgency, to pull together all your resources, to roll up your sleeves, pull your team together? You do realize, and we've talked about this before, that every one of you has at least 5 people in your upline that are paid to help you. You're not their employee. In our business, they're your employees. Call on them. Reach out to your upline. What I would think about is how many 3-way phone calls could you do in the next 10 days to create urgency with that third-party validation. And now let's talk about, for a minute, you know the plan. We want to make sure we hit those targets. And if you've been wise and you're following the plan, you started the month with a coaching call, coming up with your goals for the month, and you did that with each of your key people. So you not only have your goal, but you have their smaller micro goals that make up your bigger macro goal, okay? So what you want to do is you want to put each of your team members into that same plan of urgency too. They have an exam, but it's just smaller in capacity, but you have to help them. It's an open book test, and you're their book, and you're going to help them pass their test too with urgency. Nobody's failing. Crunch time, we're going to get it done. And if they hit all their smaller goals, then you're going to hit your bigger goal, okay? So that's what we got. That's what we have to manage, okay, right now. And here's what's on the table. You know, Skylar Stephenson, our Vice President of Sales for North America, he's wonderful. He is an amazing leader. He's a great problem solver, but he is a visionary and a great leader. And he and Travis just are in sync. And Stacy Whitmer is just amazing. So, and sorry, I had a little morning cough there. So what Skylar has stated is one of the ways the sales department wants to support us is they want to give us a reason to open our mouth. Think about that. They want to give us a reason to open our mouth. And he says there's 2 ways to do that. One is with some type of, of the moment incentive to take advantage of, like something that wasn't there yesterday, that won't be there tomorrow, that I need to tell you about it now or it's going to be gone, to give you a reason to share. And the other is new products. What's new on the horizon? What's new? And so let's talk about those two things for how you can use those the next 10 days, okay? So during the last 10 days of May, we are building for a June 2nd launch of Reset 25. Reset 25 is our 25 days to kick your body, yourself into a new health place. 25 days of repetitive, healthy stuff to jumpstart your health, okay? So how's that going to unfold? Well, number one, I want you to go back and grab a hold of the prospect call that was done on May 15th for people that are interested to understand the reset. Dr. Mitra Ray explains the benefits and why they would want to do this from a health, product, science. What's this going to do for me? I mean, how does the, not just what time it is, but how does the watch work to help you keep the best time? Kind of explaining that, and Mitra does a great job. You can share that video. It's on boards. It's on the hub. It's on Voxer. If you don't have access to that video, get with your upline leadership and get it. Number one, so share that as you invite people to the reset to join you in something we do a few times a year to get our bodies back in a good, healthy place. And then share with them, because we're doing this, the company has created a package, a special, so that you can get what you need, and some of it's for free. So if you order our essentials in capsules, fruit, veggie, and berry, you actually get Luminate and Complete for free, enough for you to walk through this reset with us. It starts June the 2nd. And it's like $127 in free product, if I remember, okay? And they can do it pay in full, they can do installments, but just share your shopping cart link with them. Share the video, May 15th, share your shopping cart link for the reset. And you probably ought to ask them if they want chocolate or vanilla. They have a choice. And then they launch, and they order, and they join us. And then if you're listening to this on Wednesday, May 21st, which is when it's going to go live, tomorrow night, May 22nd, is your training call as a partner as to how we're going to implement and unfold this reset that launches on June the 2nd. There's going to be content provided for you to put out on your social media groups. Hopefully, each of you have a group for your customers and prospects. If you don't, your upline national marketing director should have one that you could join, that you can put your customers and prospects in. And that's where the 25 days of the reset will be delivered for you. Every day for 25 days, they're going to get a new post, healthy recipes, exercise. I mean, we focus on the 4 core. Sleep, rest, which if you want a key strategy there, it is schedule your rest. Don't just let it happen. What if you were to, for a month, you were to set an alarm for what time you were supposed to go to bed instead of what time you're supposed to wake up? That you made sleep and rest that important. Number 2, hydrate. Drink enough water. About half your body weight in water is kind of a good rule of thumb, but drink more water. Drink enough, stay hydrated, especially as the summer temperatures go up. Number 3, exercise. At least 30 minutes of some kind of exercise at least 5 days a week. Think about it, do it, it's important. And then a whole food diet, moving to a more whole food diet and consuming Juice Plus, which is what helps you bridge the gap between what you should eat and what you actually do eat, okay? So that's going to unfold. You're going to be trained on how to do that, trained on how to implement that on the social media channels. And that'll give you, after tomorrow night, that'll give you even more urgency tools to go out and share the May 15th video, to share the offer of the free product, and to share what's going to happen on June 2nd. You're giving all that to your prospects. So these are the conversations you need to have. If you need 3-way calls with your upline to close somebody that's on the fence, that's what third-party validation is for. And let's kick procrastination in the butt. Let's let urgency destroy procrastination. My one thought I want to leave you with is, please don't let May end with procrastination being your personal destination. It doesn't have to be. It's your choice. Thanks for putting up with me on a video this time, and we'll be back live with our Start Well call for the month of June. And remember, June is going to be about going out and doing summer. Don't stop. Enjoy summer. Do family things. Enjoy the freedom and the sun and the water and all the things we get to do during the summer. Go out and do summer and take Juice Plus with you. Don't go out and do Juice Plus and trying to let it negatively affect your summer. Go out and do summer and take Juice Plus with you. And we've got samples to equip you wherever you are. Poolside, beachside, boatside, courtside, course side for rackets and golf. Wherever you're going to be, that's what the month of June is going to focus on. I'm super pumped about doing that with you. Have a great day, and thanks for being patient with me, and we'll be back in Georgia soon.